This week I wanted to talk about my orange hands.
Tomas Edge!
Hey two bronies, how's everyone doing on this lovely Thursday? Well, I was recording this on Wednesday, so how is everybody doing on this lovely belated Wednesday? So yeah, this week I am going to just, talk about life and things that are on my mind, and I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna talk. So if you guys and gals don't mind, I'm actually gonna be eating my green smoothie that I have each morning. I'm actually getting pretty good at these. I think I got them down pat, and now with my new blender, they turn out really good. I eat it with a spoon because they're very thick. I think the last time I kind of gave an update on myself, I was talking about doing a really strict diet. And so I have been actually religious to that diet for about 2 months now. So I'm really proud of myself because it has been a big challenge. It's been good. Like, I've seen a lot of positive results in the sense that I lost a lot of weight. I went back to my normal body weight that I usually am. I feel good because I'm doing it, but then it's very challenging because everyone around me eats delicious foods. Not that my food isn't delicious, but they eat all those like candies and things like that. And that's been a challenge because there's been times I've had to just remove myself from the situation. I'm like, no offense, guys, but I have to leave the room because they're all devouring like a banana cream pie or something like that. And I'm just like, I can't eat it, but I got to remove myself from the situation so I could stick to this diet. I haven't really seen the results I've wanted to see for my Lyme symptoms. They've gotten worse. Some of the symptoms, not all of them, but some symptoms have gotten progressively worse. I'm thinking that it's because it's dying off. So hopefully that's a good thing. One thing that's also been very interesting with this diet, I don't know if people have noticed, but I've been getting orange hands and feet. It's not as, I don't know if it's as extreme today, but my mom noticed and she's like, you got orange hands and feet. And I was like, yeah, I thought I noticed that in one of my videos. And I'm thinking it's because I only eat a carrot a day. So it's not really a lot of beta carotene, but I know I have some turmeric here and there, and that I have beets, and I know a lot of those do the same thing carrots do. I got a nice tan, but not on the right places. I'm glowing on my hands and my feet. I must admit, I'm a little self-conscious about it. I was thinking people were going to point it out in one of my videos because I know a lot of people, especially on YouTube, are very critical. Like, oh man, your hair looks bad, or oh, look at, you got a freaking, piece of dust on your cheek. So I was a little nervous that people were going to say anything, but actually everyone did it, and I thought that was really, really cool. So I got some good people in my corner, not picking on me. At least not on the surface, maybe they'll pick at my brain or something like that. But yeah, so the diet's been going really good, and that's one thing that's been pretty positive in my life. I've been cooking a lot of things. Those of you that follow me on Instagram have seen that that's been a big part of my life, mainly because my diet is such a big part of my life right now. I mean, if I want anything tasty, I have to cook it. I still do have fruits, and I have been quote unquote cheating a little bit. I've had dates and raisins, which are still natural, but they're full of sugar, and the Lyme diet doesn't recommend them. But, I feel that I've been doing really good, and I'm not going to, beat myself up too much for eating something that's still natural. As far as my plants, again, people that have been following me on Instagram know that I was growing some organic spinach and organic romaine lettuce and organic, parsley. Okay, the parsley I planted in a pot, so that's doing great. The romaine lettuce and the spinach all sprouted, but since then, the spinach is all dead. I don't know what I did. I just don't know if spinach is very fickle or it was me growing them in these like little peat things because they seem to be dying quickly. The lettuce is doing decent. It's still kind of small considering I think it's been several weeks now. I mean, 30 days, so it's been I'd say probably about 6 weeks. I don't know. It's already the end of July, so I don't know if I'm going to have any lettuce to harvest by fall. So, but I know, like I said before, that lettuce you could grow indoors in the winter. So, I'll just get one of those indoor lights and grow them that way. Doesn't look like I'm going to be saving any money on spinach. Maybe parsley and lettuce, but I tried it. I gave it a shot, and what did I lose? A couple bucks, and from the seeds, and hours of watering and planting and replanting. No, I didn't even replant. They just died in their little they died in their little peat things. So it's gonna be spinachless smoothies. Let's see, what else? I mean, I've been keeping up with my music. I'm very excited. I just yesterday finished all the arrangement and instrumentation to my next single, so I'm going to just, lay down the vocals soon, and that will be coming out soon. So I'm excited because I think it's been over a year since my last release, and that was Eternally Yours, the EP that I released out in Seattle and Portland. So it's a long time coming, and I'm ready to release, and I'm excited because I'm going to be putting my vocals to it. But yeah, so that, keeping up with that, and of course I'm writing tons on the side as well too, and I have tons that I'm reworking, and I know blah blah blah. So many people hear me go like, oh, I'm going to release it, but I did release my first one singing live, so that was a big step for me. So gotta keep up with that. Let's see, what else? What else besides my orange hands and feet? Who knows what else is orange? It's been funny. I go through these phases and I don't know what it is, but I go through these phases where I'm tired. I'm really tired, but I don't sleep. So I'm kind of like an insomniac. Speaking of, another movie I just saw recently was Insomnia with Al Pacino. Al Pacino. He was in Alaska and he couldn't get sleep because it was the time of year where it was sunny all the time, or the sun pretty much never went down. And so it's funny because lately I've been kind of a little bit of an insomniac. I've been going to bed really late and not really getting good sleep. I think partly that has to do with the heat. It's just freaking humid here in Cleveland, just compared to Portland. It's night and day, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't miss this weather. And granted, now I am in the attic, so that is something that I have to keep in mind. But the whole thing is I was also upstairs when living with Matt in Portland, and it was not like this. It doesn't feel humid and sticky like this. It's night and day, and I really don't miss this. The 100 Happy Days has been going good. I've kept to that. I think I'm on day 31. I'm pretty proud of myself with that because it didn't seem like a big challenge, but then when I started getting to like day 19 and 20, I was like, wow, I've got 100 days of this and I'm not even like a third through it. So when I hit 31, I was like, okay, I'm starting to get towards a third, and that's not as bad as I think. It's been fun too, believe it or not. Like at first I was kind of like, oh man, this is a chore taking pictures, but now it's like, it's fun because it lets me utilize my creativity, because I do like being creative. I'm overall enjoying it. There are some days I'm just like, oh man, I gotta post. But I always do find something that made me happy for that day. Yeah. These birds outside have been driving me crazy lately. Luckily, I recently got rid of their nest. They're sparrows, and they are the worst. We didn't have them out in Portland. They are the rats of birds. They're not even protected by the state or anything like that. Sparrows are they're nasty birds. They kill other birds. Yeah, they're pretty bad birds. So, and they're annoying. They're the ones that just go chirp, chirp. Chirp, 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 chirp. They don't change. Like songbirds have like a tune. They just chirp, 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 chirp. So that was good. I got rid of those, and so it's quieter. It allows me to have some peace, because those birds would literally wake me up in the morning, because they just sit on the peaks of my house. They sit on the peaks of my mom's house, and I'd always and they knew I'd come because I'd rip open the shade, and they they'd fly off. But they didn't get it. They just kept coming back. So that is great, because that's allowing me a little sleep. And that partially might have been why I've been an insomniac, is because they wake me up at all hours. Like, to keep my windows open at night, if I leave them open to get some fresh air in, robins start singing at like 4 a.m. or 5, so at the break of dawn, so I gotta close them then. And then the sparrows sometimes will come at like 6. They'll be sitting on the peaks just like chirping, or there's a wire like right by my window. So they just hang out there. I do not like those birds, and I'm telling you. So that's good. And hopefully nobody is offended by that. But it's kind of one of those things. They're just not supposed to be nesting in people's properties. They just need to learn that our house is not their house, or our house is not their nest. Gotta wet my palate. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well, and if not, I'm gonna send you a smile. I'm gonna send you a scoop. Cheers. This is for all you that are having a bad day. Smoothie. Smoothie. Smoothie.